Hello, Taurus. This is your weekly reading. This is for August 8th to 15th, 2021. I'm really excited about what's going on in the world right now. I mean, it may look a little disastrous, but some fun things are brewing, and we're not going to let anything negative ruin our lives. We're going to be optimistic and look to the future and do what we need to do to make things good, right? You guys are really good at earthly pursuits, and we are here and we are doing positive things. And let's do a little 9-card reading to see what your week's going to be like. This is pretty positive. Pretty positive. Oh, the sun is such a beautiful card. Okay, well, we can't complain too much about this wonderful reading. Let's see what we've got here. Is this my beautiful Empress? Yes, it is. Okay, I always have to do a double take with some of these cards because this, oh, that's it. Okay. Okay. I've got it. Okay, so this card here. This is a card some people read as being rather negative, but I never do because I don't find it to be a negative card. In fact, I find it to be rather a positive card. As you can see, we've got our guy here, you, who is looking a little bit defensive because this is a card I call the Wounded Warrior card. Lots of people do. And he has gone through some battles in life. Life is not always easy, but it doesn't stop him from doing the actions he needs to do. He's working away. He's doing his thing. You're working away. You're doing your thing. You are undaunted. I mean, you're not thrilled sometimes, and your guard is up a little, but, you know, sometimes that's a good thing. And when the time comes, you will let that guard down carefully, and you will proceed. But it speaks to a person who has persistence. It speaks about not, you know, curling up into a fetal position when things aren't perfect in the world. You continue on and you are making your way through, and you're active. You're not just sitting there doing nothing, which is fantastic. Here we've got the Page of Swords, and the Page of Swords is all about learning and sucking in knowledge and seeking the truth. And this can be a person, and if it is, it's a young person. It can be a child, it can be a teenager, or a very, very young adult. This is a Gemini or a Libra, or my brain is going. It truly is. Think air sign: Aquarius, Libra, or a Gemini. So if that is somebody you know, then this will make sense to you. If not, it can also mean sort of a message of truth, like some truism coming to you that you need to know, which is, I was going to say always a good thing, but in the long run, it is a good thing. Sometimes we don't want to hear things that we perceive as negative, or maybe we were kind of sticking our head in the sand about, but ultimately knowing that message of truth will be a good thing. So we've got some amazing cards here, and I do mean amazing. So the only card, I'm going to switch that around because this is like, wow. This card is not bad. This is just a card that you've got some things you're very passionate about and you're concentrating on them, which is all fine and well. But don't concentrate so hard that you miss an opportunity or some other thing you could be passionate about coming in here. As you can see, the guy is sitting here looking at his cups, his passionate things, and here's another cup floating in midair. Now, sometimes this card will be read as somebody who's kind of bored, not paying attention, whatever. But the point is that this thing that's coming in or floating around you could be a person in your office that you're barely paying attention to. This person might be important to you later on, either in the office or outside of the office. It could be an opportunity. Maybe there's a job posted that maybe you could apply for it. Maybe you're quite capable of doing it and it would be a promotion. Maybe you don't think you can. Or maybe you think, oh, why should I put forth the effort if I'm not going to get it anyway? But you know what? Sometimes these opportunities, they just present themselves, and sometimes it's the right step. Maybe that's something you could be passionate about. It could be a hobby. It could be a person. Maybe it's now this is often the case with people with children. Sometimes they're putting all their time and effort into the children who have issues. And the child who's really working hard and doing everything right is being ignored because they're doing everything right. They don't seem to require the immediate attention. But sometimes that's the child who really, this person's putting forth some serious effort. They're doing everything right. They need some intervention from their parent or loved one or guardian, or maybe you're the aunt of this child and maybe you can help out, and maybe the parents aren't really giving the attention, but maybe you've got some spare time that you can take this beautiful opportunity and do something with it. I mean, this is just one of a million ideas because all of you are going to be different with different opportunities. I'm just throwing some ideas out there. Don't miss opportunities. Don't miss potential love partners. Don't miss anything. You don't have to do anything crazy. Just open your eyes and pay attention and see how things transpire. That's all. Then we've got the Fool. The Fool is wonderful. The Fool is knowing the universe has your back, embracing a spirit of adventure, feeling free, feeling one with the earth. And you guys, Taurus, you guys are of the earth. You're earthy creatures. Sometimes you guys aren't that adventurous to go off and do something crazy, but that's okay, because just tap into your earthly spirit. Tap into that feeling that you're one with earth and earthy pursuits, and open up your eyes and feel alive. It's summertime. You can do anything you want to do. You have the power. This is super exciting. Now here we get a little interesting. So we've got the Hierophant. The Hierophant often means marriage. It can mean any life stage or any sort of sacrament in the Catholic Church, or any kind of ceremony in any church. It can be, basically it has to do with religion and religious ceremonies or life ceremonies. But it often does mean marriage. Like if you have a kid who's getting baptized or something, it can mean that. Or if you're getting baptized, it can mean that. But it often means marriage. So I always like to throw that out there. And then when I see the Empress, and the Empress is about fertility and love and passion. And then I see this card, which we'll get into this in a minute, but this card really has a lot to do with family. Maybe something's brewing here. Either you have a family and something's going to happen. Maybe you're going to have a baby. Maybe you're going to get married. Somebody's getting married perhaps, and there are children involved. Something is brewing here. Very exciting and loving and full of life. I mean, and then here's the Ace of Wands. That's a card that's very active. This is the inception of doing something. Somebody has something at the idea stage that is going to happen. Something you're going to put into action, I'm going to assume, is the thing that you're going to put into action. A marriage. Is it having a child? Something's going to happen. The Empress can also mean bringing something else onto the earth, giving birth to a business, giving birth to writing a book, or some other artistic pursuit. The Empress is all about fertility of ideas, giving life to something. And this is a major idea that's going to become active and something you can bring onto the earth. So whatever it is that's going on here, it's very, very powerful. And when I see this for you guys, Taurus, you can be very, I don't want to say this in an insulting way, but you guys can be very connected to home. I mean, this is good in that you're very connected to home and family, but sometimes you need to break out of your comfort zone. And when I see the Fool, I'm going to say this means you could be breaking out of your comfort zone in some manner. And so, like, just say you've always had this idea, this dream to write a book or to write a screenplay or to take up some activity that you've been wanting to take up your entire life and never have. And then when I see this, which to me is about freedom and breaking out of that comfort zone, maybe you're taking up something and it's going to open up something for you, lots of possibilities. And then we've got this card, the Ten of Pentacles, which you guys like your security. And this card is about security, family, home. It can sometimes mean an inheritance, but it also can mean long life. Excuse me, long life. Having material wealth. Really achieving the things you want to achieve in life. So this is a very good, very exciting card. One that really makes me happy to see for you. And then, as if all this good stuff is not enough, you've got the Sun. The Sun is like pure, unadulterated happiness. It's the sun streaming down on your naked body riding a horse. I mean, childlike joy. That's what this card is about. It's freedom. And here you have also the Fool, another card of freedom. Something is happening here where I just feel like there's a breaking out. Maybe it's whatever was holding you back in the past and making you feel wounded and like you couldn't progress. Maybe that is going to fall by the wayside and you're emerging into this light, because this, I mean, look at these cards. The light is streaming down in this card. The light is streaming down in this card. The light is streaming down in this card. You are this being that is emerging into the light and coming into your own, and something very, very exciting is going on. So Taurus, I hope you really think about this in the next little while, and whatever this is, please do it. Please do it, because I think you're going to get a lot of happiness and satisfaction, and you're going to have some good times ahead. So I want to see that for you. So have a great week ahead, and I hope to talk to you soon.